Hey, welcome back. Today, I'm introducing a special presentation that actually happened at the end of last semester. Dr. Chen coordinated with us to put on a special storytelling event from the Center of Chinese Music and Culture. During this event, my students got to hear authentic Chinese instruments and music, and also got to listen to very traditional Chinese stories, namely those of the Monkey King and Mulan, both of which my students are very familiar with. We studied the story of the Monkey King from Journey to the West in my classroom, and of course Mulan is very popular thanks to Disney. It was a fantastic presentation, and they gave me permission to record it and share it with all of you as well. So, without further ado, here is the storytelling event with music and culture.
Thank you. Thank you for the excellent performance, right? Yes, all right. Welcome to our Chinese storytelling event. And also many thanks for Mr. Nance and Ms. Chen's invitation. My name is Chen. Today I'm really happy to see you all, and especially to my Chinese students. 你们好吗？你们好吗？ My Chinese students. Yeah. Okay. I have a really wonderful memory in our Oakland High School this semester. And now please allow me to introduce my colleague, Miss Wang Anwei, Miss Cao Jing. We are all from Center for Chinese Music and Culture of MTSU. Our center is part of College of Liberal Arts, and this is the music center is unique to MTSU, but also to the country. I will say this is the only Chinese music center in North America. So if you have time, be sure to visit us. Our center has a fantastic exhibition of Chinese instruments, just like a mini museum. We offer school visits, field trip, and also course credit to MTSU students. And we also have lots of outreach program. Our address is 503 East Bell Street. Let me repeat. 503 East Bell Street. So please visit us, and I'm sure you will feel much fun. Okay, now we're going to start our storytelling. The first one, is 木兰辞. I guess some of you, maybe some of you already see the Disney movie, Mulan. Did you?
Yes.
Okay, so everybody saw it. Okay, I see that. Good. And today we want to show you the original version, the original story about Mulan, the famous hero in China. Okay, that's a poem. Okay. Let me move to that way. Tink, tink. Tink, tink. Mulan weaves, facing the door. You don't hear the shoulder's sound. You only hear daughter's sight. They ask daughter who is in her heart. They ask daughter who's on her mind. No one is on daughter's heart. No one is on daughter's mind. Last night, I saw the draft posters. The Empress is calling many troops. The army list is in 12 schools. On every school, there is a father's name. Father has no grown-up son. Mulan has no elder brother. I want to buy a saddle and a horse and serve in the army in father's place. In the East Market, she buys a threaded horse. In the West Market, she buys a saddle. In the South Market, she buys a bridle. In the North Market, she buys a long whip. At dawn, she takes leave of father and mother. In the evening, camps on the Yellow River's bank. She doesn't hear the sound of father and mother's calling. She only hears the Yellow River's flowing water cry, ting, ting. At dawn, she takes leave of the Yellow River. In the evening, she arrives at Black Mountain. She doesn't hear the sound of father and mother's calling. She only hears mountain Yan's nomad horses cry, choo, choo. She goes 10,000 miles on the basis of war. She crosses passes and mountains like flying. Northern gusts carry the rattle of army ports. Chilly light shines on iron armor. Generals die in 100 battles. Stout soldiers return after 10 years. On her return, she sees the Son of Heaven. The Son of Heaven sits in the splendid hall. He gives out promotions in 12 ranks and prizes of 100,000 and more. He asked Mulan what she desired. Mulan has no use for a minister's post. I wish to ride a swift mountain to take me back to my home. When father and mother hear doctors coming, they go outside the wall to meet her, leaning on each other. When elder sister hears a younger sister is coming, she fixed her arch facing the door. When little brother hears Mulan is coming, he wears a knife. Quick, quick! For pig and sheep. I open the door to my east chamber. I sit on my couch in the west room. I take off my wartime gown and put on my old-time clothes. Facing the window, Mulan fixes her cloudy-like hair, hanging up her mirror. She dabs on yellow flower powder. She goes out the door and sees her comrades. Her comrades are all amazed and perplexed. Traveling together for 12 years, they didn't know Mulan, it was a girl. The he-hare's feet go hop and skip. The she-hare's eyes are muddled and fuddled. Two hares running side by side close to the ground. How can they tell if I am he or she? The end. Thank you. Well, I guess probably you're wondering what's the name of this instrument. We call it Chen. My Chinese students, where are you? Chen.
Chen.
Everybody, Chen.
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 Okay. Now, who can guess why do we call it Chen? Why? It's Chen what? Yeah? Who knows the reason? Okay, let's hear it again. Zheng, zheng, zheng. Yeah, easy, right? Okay, now Anwei, could you please introduce, just give a very brief introduction about Chen.
This long teaser with 21 strings, and we usually use the nears to protect our finger, and the bridge I just move the bridge to change the key.
Oh, yeah, that's about the Chen. Okay, thank you, Anwei. Yeah, now let's move to another story, okay? Thank you, Mr. Nance. He brings this really cute monkey son, right? Okay, so you know the next piece is about monkey son. Well, actually, this story we call Uprolling the Heaven is adapted from a very famous novel. Our IB literature students already studied this novel. We call it the Journey to the West. Journey to the West. In the heavenly kingdom, there is a peach garden. The peaches are ripe and ready to be served for the Queen of Heaven at her birthday party. The Monkey King was assigned to guard the garden, but he didn't know the peaches were specially served for the Queen's party. The peaches looked so delicious. The Monkey King couldn't help himself. He picked one peach and ate it. Oh, yummy! He picked another and another. And after his stomach was full, he fell asleep in the garden. When the Monkey King woke up, he learned that many guests had been invited to the Queen's party, but not him. He was very upset. He performed magic, pulled a few of his hair from the back of his head. The hair immediately transformed into sleeping bugs, which made them fall asleep in no time. Then he sneaked into the banquet hall. Wow! It was full of delicious dishes and wine. The Monkey King ate and drank until he was full. When he was done eating, the Monkey King packed a lot of food for his little monkeys back in the mountains on Earth. But he was lost in the Queen's huge palace. He mistakenly went to a secret room where the toy scent was making golden pills. And Monkey King ate them all. The Monkey King made it back to his home on Earth, a beautiful place known as Flower Fruit Mountain. Little monkeys were so happy to see their king came back. The Monkey King hosted a big party. He ate and drank with his little monkeys all day long. Everyone was very, very happy. The Jade King of the Heavenly Kingdom finally found out that the Monkey King stole the pictures and the golden pills. He was very angry. That he ordered his guards to come down to the earth to catch the Monkey King. General Li from the heaven came down to the cave where the Monkey King and his children lived. He shouted, "How dare you, little naughty monkey! You stole pictures, wine, and golden pills. Come out and surrender before I go in to catch you." The Monkey King was awoken by the noise outside, and all the little monkeys were alerted. Monkey King laughed and said to General Li, "Yes, I did out all those things. So what? You want to fight? Come on, let's fight!" Once again, Monkey King pulled a hair from his ear and it became a gigantic golden stick. The battle began. The generals, four directions, looked at the monkey. He was so little. They didn't pay much attention at all. But after a few rounds of fighting, all these generals were defeated by the little monkey. But the Monkey King and General Li were still fighting. Monkey King's body expanded and transformed into a giant. He is so tall that his head was even above the crowd. His breath became swirling wind. The wind was so strong that General Li couldn't even stand still. Shen, a scary warrior with 3 eyes, came to help the General Li. Shen's actual eyes was on his forehead, with a beam of light flowing out. With it, he could see through everything and catch whatever he wanted. The battle continued from sunrise to sunset, from heaven to earth. Still no winner. Monkey King did not want to fight anymore. He wanted to go home and protect those little monkeys. He turned into a sparrow and flew away. Shen noticed this, so he transformed into an eagle to catch the sparrow. The sparrow then transformed into a goose duck, went into the water. And the eagle immediately transformed into a crane in no time to follow. The goose then changed into a fish swimming in the creek. The crane changed into an osprey to catch the fish. The fish transformed into a snake. They just kept changing, and changing. The monkey jumped on the slope and transformed into a small temple. His mouth transformed into the gate, his eyes the window. But what should he do about his hairy tail? Suddenly, a good idea came in his mind, and he transformed his tail into a flagpole. Shen was following the monkey, but how come he disappeared? Shen looked and looked. He burst into laughs. All temples on earth have a flagpole, but none of them has a pole in the backyard. He knows it's Monkey King. He lifted his weapon and cut the flagpole. The monkeys had to transform back into his own body. When they were fighting, Taishang Laojun, the highest poison scent, arrived with black ox. He threw out a golden ring and hit the monkey's head directly. The monkey's throat was choked. His feet were beat by the black dog of Shen. He was finally caught. The Jade King wanted the monkey to be dead, but the soldiers could not kill the monkey. However they tried, monkey just wouldn't die. Finally, they put the monkey in the burning pot that was used to produce magic golden pills and burned the Monkey King for 49 days. monkey could not survive this time. But when they opened the port, the monkey was still alive with golden eyes. He became even more powerful. The new and improved Monkey King jumped out of the port and fought with golden stick. There was no guards could stop him this time. He fought his way out of the king's palace in heaven. The end. Thank you. Okay, now let's introduce the second instrument for you all. This instrument's name is 二胡. Okay, I have a question for my Chinese students. What's the meaning of 二? What's 二? How many you know, right? Two, yes. So you know there is two string, right? And what does it mean, hu?
Hu means from Huqin, is originated from Mongolia. And some people tell this is Chinese violin, but it's not violin. The part of the reason is that the ball is between the two strings, and there is not the fingerboard. You can't rest the finger on the board.
Okay, and I want to tell you, actually, 二胡also a very useful tool for study Chinese. So now let's study Chinese class. Everybody, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. The very difficult part of learning Chinese language is 4 tones. Because in English you have no tones, but we Chinese have. That's the most difficult part. Now today we are going to learn 4 tones. Okay? The first tone, please. Ma.
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 Okay, second tone. Ma.
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 Okay, third tone. Ma. Ma. Fourth tone. Ma. Ma. Okay, one more time. Ma. 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 Okay, now let me teach you a Chinese sentence. We say, Mama, Mama. Mama, Mama. Okay, let's say again. Mama, Mama.
Mama. Mama.
Okay, always mama, 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 you feel confused, right? Actually, this sentence really makes sense. What's a mama? Everybody can guess. What's the meaning of mama?
Mother.
Yes, mother. And then ma, what's the meaning of ma? Horse, yes, horse. And then ma is a bad word. I dislike that word. Ma means to scold. Oh, you stupid horse. You are so slowly, too slowly, quick. So mom scolding the horse. Mom scolded the horse. That's mama, mama.
Mama.
Well, so now everybody know what's the function of the tones. Tone could be used to different meaning. The function is to differ the meaning for the even we have the same initial, the same final, with the different tones. it makes different meanings. Yeah, so that's a very important part of learning Chinese. Okay, everybody have good start. Next semester, maybe you can choose Chinese course here, right? Okay, thank you, Jingjing, thank you. Yeah, thank you. Well, we have the last piece. We call it horse raising, and our musicians will do cooperation for this piece. Thank you so much. Thank you for your coming. It's our great pleasure to be here. And I'm looking forward in future, maybe we will have more Chinese content on this stage. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thanks for watching. I'm so thankful to have been able to have this event for my students, and I'm so thankful to MTSU and the Center for Chinese Music and Culture for collaborating with us and sharing this with us. What a neat experience. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.